Welcome back, guys. My name's Luthais. This is Immersive Gaming, and yes, today we are just going to discuss how to level up every single skill in Scum quite quickly. I'm going to try and keep this below 10 minutes, guys, and try and simplify it for you. Maybe I'll bring up some images, okay, because I did just recheck everything on my test server. Yeah, but explaining every single thing in detail just takes way too long. Okay, and it's not really necessary. And I'm very, very excited to get us to part 8. Okay, this is part 7. I'm very excited about part 8. Just discussing Scum overall, okay? Technical things about Scum. So in any case, yeah, let me just take out this weapon, yeah. When it comes to your skills, then a lot of skills can be done in the same ways, okay? A lot of skill leveling can work together. Meaning you can do a lot of them by forming certain habits. You can do them together. Okay, one example that I gave you guys in the last video is that you can do events, okay, every single day. Like you just go to events. Okay, I don't really want to show you guys who's on the server because, yeah, you guys know what happens usually. So you go to events and then you just join a death match. And in the death match, you will be able to use a pistol. Okay, you'll be able to use a pistol to level up your handguns extremely fast. It's like 700 XP, guys. Sorry, to kill one person in a death match, you'll get 700 XP. It's like 7%. Per person you kill in a death match with a handgun to get to basic, okay? It's like 700 to 1,000 experience every time you kill someone, and that goes up as you level up. So using a handgun in events levels up handguns, using a rifle in events levels up your rifles, and using a sniper rifle in events levels up your sniping skill, okay? So yeah, I'm just going to get myself into a position. We are full again. So just want to get a place to bury this. And yeah, it's 3 minutes now. I'm sure I'm going to cover this in 7 minutes. No one can ever raid me, guys. Not when I play on an official server. On an official server, the loot, it's so easy to find the loot that no one can get all my loot because I've got like in this section alone, I've got 4 chests. Okay, so when I spread to these 9 sectors here, I'll have a chest in every single sector. Okay, and I'll end up with 25 chests spread all over, spread all over the map. And then I'll centralize them like, these 4 sectors, I'll get the chest to one location. Okay, if you bury a bunch of chests, you can never be raided. And what I did, like when I started playing Scum again about 3 or 4 months ago, I basically just took over houses, put locks on them with shock protection, and again, guys, look at the map. I can take over a house in that town, okay? I can take over a house in that town. I can take over a house in that town. I can take over a house in that town. I can take over maybe, I don't know, maybe a room there, okay? We know we can take over a room there, okay? I can take over a house in that town, in that town, in that town, in that town. Okay, that's not a town, but in that town. In that town. But what I'm trying to get to you guys is that if you don't want to get raided, if you don't want to lose all your stuff, there's many ways to do it. Burying 20 chests is one way. Taking over 20 houses is another way, okay? Building multiple small bases is another way, but burying 20 chests is definitely the best way because people have to stumble onto 20 chests that you've buried, okay? But in any case, let's get to the skills. Okay, at level 1, okay, we've got brawling, archery, brawling, melee, and archery. Okay, so let's just get to the skills here. At strength, brawling, melee, and archery. Okay, brawling, melee, and archery. These three are the fastest when you're doing it against puppets. Okay, so you just go to a busy area and you keep hitting a puppet with your fists or with a melee weapon or with your bow. Okay, there are MMA events where you hit each other with your fists. There are brawling events where you hit each other with baseball bats and stuff. And then there's like a wild event where you can use bows. But both of them are way slower than, like all three, the events that you can do by doing these things are way slower than what it would be if you basically just kill puppets. Okay, get to populated areas and keep hitting puppets with your fists with a melee weapon or shooting them with a bow. Then at level 2 is skills that are a lot faster with events because you're not using ammunition. Okay, now on archery, you're still using ammunition, but ammunition with a bow is very easy to craft. Okay, but when it comes to rifles, handguns, and your sniping skill, then that is in the second category. So handguns, rifles, and sniping, definitely do that in events. Okay, do about 2 to 3 events every single day. And one big point that I want to give you guys is run around in the events. Okay, you don't do events to get your ego to get bigger than it is already. You do events to have fun with the community. Okay, if you keep camping or hiding in a house or something and it's not fun to play with you, the next time you go, hey guys, let's do events because I want to level up my skills, people aren't going to play with you. Okay, so if you guys want to make sure that you can enjoy events every day, run around and shoot each other. Okay, you can get back to competitive play when you get back onto the map. Events, run around like chickens without heads because the more shots you get in, the faster you're going to level up and the more fun everyone's going to have. Okay, please remember that, guys. Please, I beg you. Okay, so what we've got here at level 3. At level 3, running and endurance is, of course, the same. Okay, so running is you run as fast as possible with as little weight on you as possible. That's how you level up running, just by running. And then endurance, basically your endurance, you level up by having more and more weight on you. Okay, the more weight you're carrying on you, the faster your endurance will climb. Okay, the more pressure you're putting your character under. Then thievery and demolition are basically the same. Okay, but you guys know that we start with advanced thievery because advanced thievery is by far the worst thing to level up, guys. So just start with advanced, okay? I don't suggest leveling this up, but in any case, you get 25 experience for every locker that you unlock. All the standard lockers around, you get 25 experience by unlocking them. And then if you're good at golden locks, then if you use the lockpicking board, you can get 300 experience unlocking a gold lock. And then just less and less, Silver, I think, is 125 experience and a rusted lock is 25. But if you want to level up thievery, you don't want to start with advanced, just play naturally. Just unlock the stuff that you normally unlock. And if you don't really go into bunkers or police stations, it's going to take you a lifetime. Okay, driving and motorcycles, exactly the same thing. You level up your motorcycling and your driving by the distance at which you're covering. So the faster you drive, the further you drive, the more experience you build up here. Okay? Thievery, like I say, if you are good at the lock-picking board, use it. Otherwise, play naturally. Demolition, for me personally, I know you can craft explosives and stuff like that, but for me, the practice bomb is by far the fastest way to level up demolition. And by the time you get to medium demolition, because you don't really need advanced demolition, but at some point you're going to need advanced demolition because it helps you a heck of a lot with suicide puppets, okay? But just to do kill boxes, you don't really need advanced demolition. You can do a kill box easily with advanced thievery and medium demolition. But yeah, by the time that you get to medium demolition with all the wires that you've cut, you'll be good. Trust me, it will be built into your subconscious. To level up throwing, just pick up small little rocks, okay? Fill your hiking backpack with the small little rocks and keep throwing the puppets. It's not dependent on the damage, it's dependent on the hit. So I've tried everything, guys. I've tested these things hundreds of times. It doesn't matter what you're throwing the puppet with or the play with. You're going to get the same XP. So just pick up small stones. Okay, stealth, basically, you have to prone like this, okay, or you have to crawl or prone, okay, to level up your stealth. But stealth is definitely one of the slowest skills to level up. You know, that's why I say it's not. I usually start on medium and then I don't think about it again. Okay, but I mean, you know, if you want to do a little bit of stealthy stuff like this, that's not too bad because that's going to build up your stealth basically at the same speed. Okay. So yeah, and of course. Yeah, I think that is it. Yeah, intelligence, awareness, like I told you guys, the more things you see in your vicinity, the more experience you build. We already reached that basic awareness, and we're going to get basic camouflage quite quickly in this pro guide. Awareness, everything that you see around you gives you five skill points. So I've got 1,335, okay? So 335. Now it should be 345. 345. Because we saw 2 stones in our vicinity. Okay, you must see it in your vicinity. 50. 55. Okay? Everything is 5 XP. So that's why I say when you cut down a tree, it gives you a bunch of logs and a branch. Okay, that's a bunch of XP. And then the branch which you cut into, which you expand into sticks, that gives you a heck of a lot of awareness as well. Okay, and then everything you search, drag it out of the of the containers, chopping up puppets, various things gives you awareness. But I chop down a tree and the branches for awareness. And because if you want to level up survival, only cut down the tree. Don't process the logs. Just cut down the tree and process the branch. Okay, that gives you the most XP. So if you just want to farm XP, take a chainsaw, cut down every tree and process every branch into sticks. Okay, engineering again, same thing. You can also do it by using a chainsaw. When you just add planks to blueprints, guys, but it's very important which blueprints you add the planks to, because I've tested every single item for you guys. All these items. I tested them one by one. Okay, so the item that gives you the best and fastest skill points by just adding, which levels up engineering the fastest by just adding planks to them, is the single door frame when you've got no skill. the improvised wardrobe when you've got a basic skill, and then the large log shed when you've got medium, and then I don't care about this. Okay, so they changed this. The single door frame used to be there. Okay, but now the single door frame is there. So yeah, definitely take the single door frame because the double door frame doesn't give you more experience. But yeah, the last two, the wardrobe or the log shed or the shelf. Okay, just nothing else, guys. Trust me. These two gives you the most experience in this tree. These two gives you the most experience in this tree. And this one gives you the most experience in this tree. Okay. Already 15 minutes. Come on, man. Okay, so that is awareness, survival, and engineering covered. Okay. We covered sniping in the events. And then camouflage. Camouflage is very easy. You can literally just lie on the floor. You can AFK this. You can literally just lie but remember, in grass. Lie in grass. Okay? There. 25 experience just by lying here. You don't even have to crawl or anything. Just lie in grass. Okay? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And that's why I say, like, when you run, you get tired, you can just drop down like a ninja. You run and then poof, you drop down like a ninja, and then you just lie there, and that's how we got to 74% camouflage, guys, by just resting every time we're done running. Medical, I've got a lot of ideas with medical. Like, people have told me, run without shoes on and just heal your feet. The problem with that is, guys, that if you walk without shoes on, it takes a while for you to get into a C1 bleeding phase. Okay, then you can keep on bandaging it, but it takes, like, when you bandage your feet, so let's say you walk now on your health. If you get a foot abrasion and you get a foot abrasion, you treat it because treating wounds levels up your medical skill. When you treat it and it goes to stabilization, you can walk because if you go over it without putting on shoes, it's going to take you like 100 seconds to tear open that wound into untreated again. Okay, and it just takes way too long. So the method that I showed you guys in my skill leveling guide, where you just, let the puppet hit you and get out, like, you don't even have to use a door. Use a window. Jump into the window, let the puppet hit you, jump out of the window. Treat yourself. Jump into, get into the house. Like, I used a door. A door worked fine for me. So you go into a room, let a puppet hit you, come out, okay? And then treat yourself, because a puppet can hit you multiple times, so you can heal yourself multiple times, and you can decide what level that wound must be. Let the puppet keep hitting you until you have bad bleeding markers, and then just open them up by running. You know that if your bleeding markers are high enough, then by just running, okay, you're going to tear them open again, which is much quicker than trying to open up the wounds on your feet, because when you've bandaged your feet, it takes a heck of a long time to tear open those wounds again, okay? So, yeah, that's about it, guys. We covered everything. So, yeah, if you guys have got any questions about leveling up any skill, okay, please leave it down in the comments below. And if there are any geniuses out there that have tested a way to level up a skill extremely fast, please, guys, I get advice, but I can clearly see the advice hasn't been tested. So please make sure you've tested it and that you're not thinking about something. There's imagining something, and then there's knowing something. Okay, let's stick to knowing and let's leave the imagining. Okay, now I'm going to take a break tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. I'm going to take a break tomorrow. So I'll see you guys back on Monday. Okay, cheers.